Hi. So I've been trying all content on YouTube. Nothing has been working. So I don't know what else to try. So just doing random things, see what goes up. So here's story time. This is actually a true story that happened to me. So we all know about the pandemic, COVID-19 whatnot, right? So I'm washing dishes right now. So we all know about the pandemic COVID-19. So when that hit, I was in the sixth grade, moving on to the seventh grade. And here in the Caribbean or in Guyana, um, you write an exam at the sixth grade, and when you do, you pass a certain mark, and you get placed into certain schools like the highest A grade school, B grade, C grade, whatever school, right? Depending on your scores. So when I was about to write the NGSA, that's what we call it, the pandemic hit. So it was postponed for about couple of months. So yeah, it was concerning. And so there we go. I'm focusing on the worst more than y'all. Anyway, so I was preparing. I wouldn't say that I'm a smart child, but I'm a relatively good person, good in like subjects and stuff like that, good in school, right? So yeah, I was preparing. I was well prepared, and when the pandemic hit, it was canceled. Okay, so like about 4 months after it was cancelled, they decided that we were gonna write it under extreme measures, of course. And so when we wrote it, me and my colleagues, it was okay. I found it okay. The results came out. I think I wrote in July, and the results came out in November, around December time. And I wasn't at home for this results thing. Bro, I didn't really know about this school thing. I didn't really understand the placement of the school. So I was at my grandparents and it came out, and bro, my mom was not a technology type of person, and I was just now coming out of my shell, and I was interested in this technology shit. So anyways, so I was there and I was, doing my own little thing, and then they were like, oh yeah, I'll check on this site and whatnot. And then my teacher, the one that taught us and taught my lessons, stuff like that, was like, yeah, it's out, y'all can go put in your like candidate number and stuff like that. That's how you get access to it. So I went and I saw that I got 495 marks out of 550. And I thought that, oh my god, 495 out of 550, that sounds bad, right? But then I realized it wasn't that bad. I was placed in a closest school towards me. I was later told I was supposed to be played in um Bishops, not Bishops, St. Joseph's High, which is a really, really good school. That's like all the best of the best here. Anyways, so I was placed in Zeeburg Secondary. I'm currently going there actually, and yeah. So yeah, and I was crying, bro. I cried when I told you I cried about that thing. I was like, oh my god, I didn't get. So we were aiming for these top schools. There was like four schools that I had in mind, which was Queen's College, Bishops, St. Louis, St. Joseph's. When I didn't see that and I saw 495, I was like, when I wrote the exam, I wanted at least over 500. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I did bad. I didn't tell my mother. And then when I did show her, right, that it wasn't like her after like 10 minutes after I showed her, she was like, that's so good. I was like, I went inside it, bro. I locked inside the door and I cried. I cried in that toilet. I was like, never again. And I was like, and then my grandparents were like, that's so good. And then like, I was like, no, that's not. Everybody else probably did way better on that exam, right? And then we realized that the highest for our school was 506, and I was the second highest, so it wasn't that bad. But for me, that was bad. And yeah, so and then we still had the pandemic, and I didn't get to go to school for the entire seventh grade and half of the eighth grade. So I went to the last term in eighth grade. That's when we started back, and so I went there. Everybody was wearing a mask, and I was just like traumatized. I was also wearing a mask, and I was like, these new people. I went with my best friend. That's the best part of it. My best friend went with me. My best friend is a girl. No dad. Anyways, so yeah, and we sat together. And it didn't really bother me because I knew someone there because she was my bestie. Kind of like that. Anyway, so there was this kid up in front, I can't say his name because like we called out. Let's call him Paul. Okay, Paul was sitting in the front, and I don't know, something actually clicked, and I was like, he seemed like he'd make a good friend, right? So like after time goes on, and I really like maths, and so did he. So don't call me a nerd. I don't like maths anymore right now, but then I used to. That's before I was introduced to algebra. Anyways, so yeah, and we used to talk, and then one time for a test, we got paired up. It was a pair test to do in pairs, and we got paired up, and I was like so sad not getting paired with my best friend. But I was like, okay, he was still like my friend, close, not that good of a friend. And then yeah, from then that day, we started to talk. Like after school and stuff like that, we used to call and stuff like that. And yeah, he was behaving oddly weird, but I didn't think much of it. Anyways, can you excuse me? I'll be back. Yeah, I didn't think much of. Anyways, I ain't able to cut on a part that was happening. Anyways, so like humans come home, like the mother, and I just try me for like Karna. So it's night time, change my shirt, I batted, and yeah, so let's continue the story. So as I was saying, Paul was really weird. Why am I saying Paul? He's always acting weird and um gay-ish. I don't know about cancel for that, but I support. Not really support. I don't compare to them. I see it as half and half kind of things. Anyways, so we'll talk about that another day. Anyway, so Paul was always weird. When we used to call and stuff, he used to like flirt with me, and I was like, but I was like, you know what? Probably it was like games, right? So like this one time, we was on a call and stuff like that, and then he was like, we talking friends and doing nonsense and stuff like that. He was like, I would totally like go to that and show something like that. Like, huh? My name's Danish, by the way. And yeah, and I was like, okay, and I was like, on the call, I said, all I need to go right now, right? And so I went, and then like a week after that, um, this was in the ninth grade, by the way. We already came out of the eighth grade, and so I, so this one night it was a weekend, and we were texting in a group chat. We had a group chat with like 5 of us, and Paul was in the group chat, so was I. Of course, I was. Anyways, and so like Paul came up with the idea that we should prank all the Italian me and him is dating. Mind you, I'm straight, totally straight. Nothing wrong with being gay though, but like I'm straight. I have no feelings for him. Still don't. Anyways, so like I was like, oh, that would be like a fun prank, right? So I went along with it. We kept the prank up for like 3 days. Monday came, we had to go to school, and he was like, we should totally keep it going. And I was like, okay. Little did I know he actually had feelings because like one night, like after that, and we already told them there was a prank. They were like, okay, right? So like after that, like I think it was a week after that now. One night he was like, taking casually in the group chat. He was like, message him private, and I did. And after I did such, he was like, as I'm very tell you, he was like, I dot dot dot, I dot dot dot, like 10 of the messages with I dot dot dot. I was like, just get to the point. I was like going to sleep because it was like 9 in the night, and he was like, I really, 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 really like you. And I was like, yeah, as a friend, I like you as a friend as well. He was like, no, I don't like you in that kind of way. I like you like as a friend. So I was like, I'm sorry, I don't really like you like that. Yeah, and bro was devastated. Bro was like, I broke his heart, but I didn't even like him. I can't go like some, especially a guy. I'm not into guys. I told him, but then he was like, well, why did you like play around with my heart? I was like, that was a prank. He believed the prank, by the way, guys. If you guys want to hear more about this story, it's not done. Tell me for one part two. Bye. I'm gonna check out when I was in this door because something just hit this door. Bye. If I don't post back after this, the thing out this door probably kill me. So like, peace.